here, and then all of you just pick a seat. You'll get 2 on this one.
Okay.
There's no point of that. I must sleep on the floor.
You hanging out? Hanging out? Well, that's nice.
Where are you sitting?
Doug, you're gonna sit in one of those seats over there.
Oh, Dad's gonna sit over here.
I don't
In
care
one
where.
of them. Wherever
You mean the end seats or?
I'm gonna sit here, and he can sit in one of those 3 there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
What? So funny.
Here are the questions that I had given you guys.
Thanks.
There's pens here if you want to make a few notes.
Huh?
Don't write on it. I'll have to give you some. I guess don't write on that, else you'll end up putting brooms in it.
Don't lie awake in bed.
Let's see here, maybe I
Think
should
about
give
when
you
you lie awake in
something
bed.
to lay
You
under.
don't lie anywhere. You stand
You know
away.
what? Jack's out there. She might sit out and watch TV or something.
Do you want me to bring the thing up?
The extra saucer. Do you want that thing bouncing in the background? What about the?
And you need a
She only bounces if she gets excited.
Yeah, that's true.
Go back.
She should be okay.
Brady Plumber. I'm just kidding. You make me happy. What is your biggest phobia? Balloons.
Kim.
Heights. Kim.
Say, yeah, mommy's silly. Yeah.
Nope. Can't have that. Nope. Can't touch this. No. Can't touch this.
What worries you about the future?
Climate change.
Right. That's a big thing. Oh, the amount of plastic in the ocean.
That's a big thing, Brady.
What's that?
You say climate change.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I saw something to joke about.
Worry. It's a true worry. The amount of plastic that's in the ocean.
Well, I
It's
saw
a
some
true
picture of
worry.
a whale
Yeah.
that washed up with all these bottles in its mouth.
Exactly.
It's
Being
Photo.
out of there. Oh,
Photoshop.
that's what I was
It's
doing.
real. It's
Photoshop.
real.
How would it have had that many bottles in
People
its mouth?
flip or make stuff out of all the flip flops that wash up on the beach.
Yeah, you saw
They
that.
literally make enough stuff to sell.
You ever sit here and watch it, Jack?
They make out of
There's so much
flip
ocean.
I
flops.
like that.
It's disgusting.
It is gross.
Look, here's
Think about it.
Yeah, it is.
What makes you smile?
What's that one mean?
So what we need to do?
Cheese. Food.
Ban all plastic products. They block it from
We
Pennsylvania.
should start with us because we go through a lot of water bottles.
We get water bottles and giant eagle bags.
I reuse.
They're recycled.
We use the bags for garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
But
So we
the
have more
water-
garbage and then it goes.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Okay, we're gonna start.
Is it on?
It's on.
Which one do I look at?
You can
Yeah.
pay attention more so to this one. This is just a spare in case for whatever reason that one stops
Do
working.
you switch angles like they do in the office?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Zoom in.
Change it.
Yeah.
Tonight, the conversation is gonna be about worry, and I was back there getting a few things for the baby, and I did hear some worries, some legitimate concerns. What was it?
Climate change.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a legitimate worry that we all probably do worry about at times, even though I have never worried about climate change.
Ice cap.
Ignorance.
What's that? What is?
What'd you say?
So the ice caps are melting, but
Oh, well,
they
yeah,
don't really affect us this far inland.
no, they don't
Oh,
affect
there's-
us, and if it doesn't affect us, you know.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
worry that much.
Yeah, yeah, it just doesn't exist if it doesn't affect us. Does anyone want anything to drink before we get started? He's gonna start giggling.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So everybody, let's go around the table. Everybody knows Doug and I, so we're good there. But we'll start with you down there. You, the guy down at the end of the table.
David, Kim's husband.
Kim, David's wife.
Yes. And what is your last name?
Mayu.
Mayu. It's the H is silent,
Yes.
correct? It's spelled Mayhew,
Oh,
but
I-
the H is silent.
Never knew that.
I
May
always said may you.
Yeah. Well, that's
Mayu.
Mayu.
It's like
Mayu.
French or something.
French.
Mayu.
Or
Mayu.
say it French.
May you what?
Can you speak it in French? Can you say it like with a French?
Mayu.
There you go. That's it. And then we have
I'm Brady.
Brady.
Beef bombs.
Lindsay's
Beef
boyfriend.
Plums. Lindsay's boyfriend.
I am Lindsay R. Miller.
Lindsay R. Miller. Would you like to share what the R stands for?
Renee.
Renee, not Renard.
Lindsay,
I call you your
Yeah.
brother's middle name, but it
Renard.
is Renee. So. Anyone else want to say anything before we get started with the topic of worry? And what you're going to have to do is, since the microphone is that far away and we have kids over here, you're going to have to speak up, plain and loud. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What?
You're not that funny.
You're-
Okay.
So we're going to go over the definition of worry. The definition of worry is give way to anxiety or unease, allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles, and a state, now that was a verb, this is a noun, a state of anxiety and uncertainty over actual or potential problems. Would anyone like to say some synonyms and antonyms for worry? There's a lot of words for worry. Would you like me
What's
just
the
to read a few?
synonym and
What's a synonym and antonym? Some of the worries, just other things for worry would be like anguish, concern, doubt, fear, misery, pain, uncertainty, uneasiness, woe, annoyance, distress, heartache, irritation, nag, all that, torment, torture, and trial. So, does anyone know any of the antonyms for worry?
Bliss.
Bliss.
Is that on there?
No, but it is one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
wow.
Calm.
Calm.
Calmness.
Relaxed,
Relax.
Yeah.
Serene.
Serene.
tranquil.
Tranquil.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I might as well go in the room. Just above my head.
This has here cheer.
Oh, okay.
Cheer and happiness, joy and pleasure, reassurance and peace. So there we can see the differences of what happens when we do worry. We can be in misery and anguish. When we don't worry, we can have calmness and peace, be serene, all those kind of things. So let us start with the 20 questions we're going to go over. We're not going to go over them all, sorry folks. And we're not going to go over a lot of this stuff, but
Is that all, everything you printed?
yeah, this is just
Oh,
how I
okay.
print. I always like to have extra just in case, but we're not going to talk about all that. So, can you throw me a pen, please?
You're good.
I thought it was going to look like. Anyone else need a pen? Just
Me to write the
scribble?
answers down?
If you would
Or
like to
that
just
Doodle or whatever.
doodle whatever.
Do you wanna doodle?
Yeah,
No, you can go ahead.
Okay.
I can give you another one if you guys want your own. I have more.
Okay.
Yeah. And there should be an extra pen. Just put a mat under so you're not writing on the table. There you go. Everyone have their own coffee.
Turn the other way.
There you go.
Okay, now I did give the kids a list of the questions, 2 weeks ago?
No.
Last week?
Yeah, just this past
Okay.
week.
Did anyone look at them?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Lindsay?
David raised his hand, he did. Lindsay, okay, so they all should be familiar.
Brown noser.
Yeah.
He's an overachiever.
Yeah. So the first one was, what stresses you out? And anyone can just blurt it out. We don't have to do it around the table in order.
Everything.
Everything. Work.
A child.
Child.
Yes.
Chaos.
Chaos. Chaos.
The church.
Church.
Yeah,
There you
church, that's right, because Brady is the pastor at St. John's United Church of Christ on 144 West John Street in Bedford.
Come by any Sunday.
So we'll see you Sunday.
Little plug.
Little plug there.
Except for you won't be there Sunday.
Except,
True.
that's right, he won't be there, he'll be on
There'll be
vacation.
no stress.
No, yeah, there'll be no stress for 1 week. Oh, that's little Yara belt.
Yara.
There.
Yeah, she's.
That's stress. Right there, Yara. Doug, do you have any stresses?
I do not.
Yeah, Doug doesn't have any stresses. He's calm and serene
All the time.
every week.
The future.
The future. Yes, that's a good
The
word.
future.
The future.
The past.
The past.
Things in the past that have been stressing you out.
That's true.
That's true,
Stress out the
depending on what
present.
they are.
You're not supposed to dwell in the past, but the
That's
past
true.
does
The
affect
past
our
can.
futures very greatly.
I'm trying to think if there's anything in my past that's stressing me out now. No. I can't think of anything, but I could understand what you're saying though.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Is there anything that you think about while you're lying in bed at night? Do you ever have stuff that keeps you awake at night that you just can't go to sleep because you're worried about it? Kim, she's allowed to say as little or as much as she would like.
I have to make sure I play my Candy Crush before I go to bed.
Oh, Candy Crush.
I have to take my daily spin.
Yeah, okay, Candy Crush. That
So
keeps
like
her
you're
awake.
calming,
It's my, cause he's asleep, the baby's asleep, and I'm like, okay, I gotta play my Candy Crush.
Well, that's kind of
Candy
more
Crush.
like not a stressor, but a relaxer maybe. Does
Something
that
to
relax
your
you?
stress.
It does relax if I win.
If you win. But if you don't, then
If I
it
don't,
could
then I'm
keep you
stressed out,
awake.
I gotta say that I
Yeah, yeah. Or who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Yeah, I hear you. Look at her smiling.
win. You like who, me?
Yeah. I sometimes in the past have laid awake at night thinking about the next day at work.
Yeah.
If we have a challenging customer, may think about that. If one of the kids was sick or had any problems, that might keep me awake at night. But it takes a lot to keep me awake at night, because usually I'm a pretty good sleeper, usually. But
Me too.
yeah,
Pretty well.
Lindsay sleeps well.
David goes to sleep pretty well. He stays asleep.
Stays
really
asleep.
well.
So
He was having problems thinking about this because he doesn't lie awake in bed.
because there's not even the opportunity.
But here's the thing, I used to lie awake or I just want to go to bed because of stress.
Okay,
Now, it's not that I'm not stressed, but I sleep
you
perfectly
can
fine.
still sleep through it,
Yeah,
Through everything.
through everything.
Yeah.
except for fireworks last night.
Yeah.
I thought
They
we
do
were,
it again.
I don't talk about it.
Stresses are out.
That stresses me out.
When people put fireworks, you have a baby that's going to sleep, and people, what time of night is it that they're putting off
After
fireworks?
10 o'clock.
After
Oh.
10 o'clock.
I know, I'm old
I
now.
thought we were under attack. Well,
Well,
But David was already sleeping and fireworks went off. David's like looking out the window. I'm like, David's just the fireworks. He's still like, not even like fully coherent at this
Yeah.
point. And then the baby and the dogs start barking, and then the baby wakes up, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah. And Yara is 7 months old, so you don't want a 7-month-old waking up.
no, she does that enough already.
Yeah, yeah. You need your sleep.
Yes.
Hey there, sweet pea. Did somebody say she wouldn't make much noise unless she was excited?
You must be
you're
excited.
excited, yeah.
And, Kimberly, you're gonna like this. What is your biggest phobia?
Spiders,
Spiders.
big, small.
Doesn't matter. They
Doesn't
can even
matter
be
what.
microscopic.
Nope.
It could be just a little dot on the table. And Kimberly would need help having that spider around.
Makes you sick just thinking about it.
Do you have
That's why I
any
cleaned the
phobias?
windows today.
Loud noises.
Loud, oh yeah, Lindsay has a loud noise phobia. You're scared of balloons.
I hate balloons.
And you probably won't enjoy the fireworks if they'd be like real close. So
Yeah.
July 4th has always been a little stressful for Lindsay.
Toasters and washing machine.
Toasters
Oh,
and
the
washing
alarm on the
machine.
washing machine, because I don't know when it's gonna, like, if I'm in the
Buzz.
living room, I forget how much time is left on the dryer.
Uh-huh.
It buzzes really loud once it's done, so like I'm afraid to walk back the hallway not knowing how much time is left, because I know once I get back it's probably gonna buzz really loud, so sometimes if Brady's there, I'll be like, hey, can you go check on the dryer? Or
See how much time's
I
left.
make sure I keep track of how much time so I get to it, because you can't turn the thing off, there's no option to not have the alarm.
So the alarm is just a constant, you can't just, yeah.
We'll get in there and cut the wires off.
Yeah, so that, and like
Usually.
even, like not the toaster, not so much.
But it,
So
really
it's like
scary.
the initial, like
It's
the
the
pop-up.
anticipation.
So the
Yeah.
anticipation of
Yeah, like-
it.
It's
Like a
very
Jack in the Box,
Jack in the
yeah.
Box, I can't.
That would
And
not
the
have been
balloons,
it.
it's just because like if there's children around, you know they're gonna pop.
Just don't
Eventually.
play.
You just don't know when.
Yeah. So you might not be so bad if you knew exactly when the noise was gonna take place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So even fireworks, you don't.
You don't know
They're pretty
when for
consistent.
sure, but yeah,
It's-
I can understand. Those would be phobias. David, do you have any phobias?
Snakes.
And there's snakes around
Snakes.
here.
They're out.
Yeah.
Any type of snake, big, small, foreign, domestic, you know.
Foreign domestic.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't like snakes. We have quite a few around our house. We have an outside cat now.
Yeah,
She's helped out with that considerably, so.
yeah, very good.
Pippa.
Not getting
Pippa.
any better though.
Where'd she come
Pippa,
from? I had a cat on my
Pippa
She
phone.
comes from
Betsy's
Mississippi.
cat.
Oh,
do
was that
you-
the cat you didn't want? But you kept her.
Yeah.
So what do you
Pippa.
do with an outside cat? Because I have this kitten. I don't obviously it cannot live in the house, but I don't know what else to do with it.
Is it male or female?
I don't know.
She can't even
You
see
can't have
don't
it.
even-
You can't have that one.
She can't, yeah. There's a cat, if
It's a
Lindsay
cute
can
little
sneak
thing.
up under her porch.
I would mind. I don't know. Do you have?
Fed
Well,
it milk and eggs.
it likes
No milk.
scrambled eggs.
No
Oh,
milk.
really?
Milk worms, milk's actually bad for cats.
Oh.
Well, it did say that, but I don't. It won't drink water, but it will drink the crap out of milk.
How old is this kitten?
I don't.
Well, if you're outside,
I was
anything is
10
better,
weeks.
no?
Yeah.
8 to 10 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty tiny.
So how would cats get worms from milk?
I don't know.
Maybe it's
It's-
a wise to
It said about that some cats are lactose intolerant. That's
Oh,
why it said
so
when I looked it up
They're
online. It
not
said that's
actual
why.
worms, but just
Like,
upset.
I know.
the stomach maybe?
That's what it said online. Because I looked at what I should feed it. It said milk. After a certain point, you shouldn't give them milk.
Oh,
but it
okay.
said because well, I guess some of the cats are prone to being.
Lactose intolerant.
I was like, oh, the cat seems fine.
We had
Right.
cats from the farm, we feed them milk straight out, milk and powder. They loved it.
They live
Oh,
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it won't drink. I let water out. It won't drink the water.
Huh.
If you leave food out, he'll keep coming back.
No.
I made a little, take a rubber tote, Rubbermaid tote,
Uh-huh.
and cut a little hole in it, fill some like straw in there or something like that, put it under your porch, give it to skin and shelter, and then keep leaving the food out, they'll keep coming back.
So Pippa kills, she's killed mice, snakes.
Yeah, mice, snakes, climb trees.
That was from the Lexi's cat.
Well, the cats we had growing up would probably drugged small children underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not a cat fan because I grew up with tomcats that weren't cuddly by any means. They were just nasty. Felicity, my sister, will say otherwise because she loved the cats, but that's just the
It's
difference.
like, well, the dad used to bring me those farm cats.
Wasn't that from Fred's farm or?
One of them,
Yeah.
Didn't,
Had a
Uncle
warble
Jay
once.
Yeah,
bring
well,
us
that was
ones, too?
hideous. I love that cat. It was
Uncle
hideous.
Jay, didn't he bring us a
I
cat?
think so.
That's the one I got. I think I remember Jay brought us.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I had a couple cats and they would hitch a ride under like the
Yeah.
tires or whatever.
This cat came from under my hood. I found it under the hood of my car.
Pulled it off the edge.
What is the how the cat even get up in there? So then took it home.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I don't know where it came
Oh, I
from.
thought it was Jack.
Nope, just little Yara
So
Bell.
anyway, what do you do in the wintertime then? The cat's fine in the winter?
There's a small
I
window
need
in the
this
garage
information.
that's cracked open and she just sleeps in it.
See, I don't know
If
what-
you have a shed, do something with your shed where you can let them in or something.
It seems like a lot of work.
That seems like a lot of
But I
work.
don't think the Humane Society.
So they won't take, because we tried to take Pippa there
There's
first.
so many cats.
Yeah,
Can you build a little house for it with a little flap, like a dog box, but only be a cat box?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Just
Summer
thinking.
sheep cover.
Little place to get
Everybody
out.
else, you have a cat house.
In the summertime,
Oh.
Hey, go up to Lindsay's cat house.
My daughter did, she has a
Yeah,
cat
she has a cat house. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna change the topic.
Red light.
Phobia. Anyone else have a phobia before we move on?
Heights.
Heights.
Children on balconies.
Children on balconies. Oh, well,
That's very
Yeah,
specific.
that's scary.
that is
That drives me
scary.
nuts.
That is scary.
Don't let it get
I don't
started.
like heights either.
Oh.
Not
Children.
But yeah, but it's because you're
Okay.
afraid of someone falling.
Yes.
Or not. Yes.
I'm afraid of it myself. Like there's a kid on a
Oh,
balcony.
yeah.
With the high railing?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
They
matter.
can climb.
Kids can
They
get.
can climb.
We noticed that on the cruise. There was chairs out, and probably the wall there was like that tall. But if you put one of those chairs over, a child could crawl up on that chair and be overboard in no time.
And that's it.
That's all it would take.
So why would you take a kid on a cruise?
Well, you
That's
could
fun.
get rooms where they're not on a balcony.
Oh.
There's rooms that don't have balconies.
Oh, okay.
So if any of you out there have children, toddlers, don't get a balcony if there's chairs out there because they can get up, over, and that's
Into the
it.
water. And
or
that's it.
better yet, don't take your kids on a cruise.
Yeah, or just don't take them. But there was areas even on the outside when we were listening to that talk that they had about how to use the life jackets and whatever. Those areas, there was places kids could have got through those and overboard. So, and you know, I look for all the
I know.
Yeah,
dangers.
she
I noticed
Once in a while.
everything that a child
Yep.
It's not childproof, so mine would be heights and confined areas, like
Oh, yeah.
claustrophobic.
Okay.
Yeah, can't take that, so. Yeah, everybody's, yeah, okay. What worries you about the future? Anyone? What worries?
Socialism.
Oh, wow.
That's specific.
Oh, the poor little baby.
Were you singing to her, bud?
Yeah.
We probably got loud and all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, scared her.
You want me to take her? Or you got
Yeah,
it?
she can sit here.
Okay, watch your pen now.
Oh, yeah, I know, I'm gonna move it.
Okay.
So, yours is socialism. Anyone else have any thoughts for the future? What worries you?
I would say just being in the future.
Yeah, just what the
Especially
future,
with a child
this
now.
child, what is
Yeah.
this child going to deal with, say, going to school or
Yeah.
anything like that?
Just the unknown.
The unknown,
Yeah,
yeah.
not knowing what's in the future, and you can control things at home, but you can't control things when you're away from home, so that's
Yeah,
definitely concerning.
actually, yes, and speak up, David, because, repeat that again, because I don't think people would have been able to hear that. He's like, what did I just say?
Rewind that so we
Yeah.
can
So he was afraid of the future.
Worrying about the future, you can control the things within your house, but you can't control things when you leave your house, so.
Like when she starts school,
Yeah.
and she catches the school bus.
I'll probably take her.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about Jack. I might make sure that between us we'll get him on to school.
Riding
Side note.
bus is part of
We
it.
live right.
Well, but yeah, riding a bus is part of growing up, but it can also take a child's innocence away because some kids haven't been as sheltered. You know, you're going to raise her in a loving, sheltered, caring home.
I'm
Whoopsies.
more worried about like she gets on the school bus and the school bus gets in an accident.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Or they lose her, like getting from school.
Well, they better
and
be
Or
shouldn't.
like, Zach almost got
You weren't
hit.
even
Getting
thinking
off.
about
Yeah,
I'm
Zach,
getting off the bus.
Zach
I'm
almost
worried.
got hit getting off the
Yeah,
school bus
stuff
out
like
of the
that.
office. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I worry about. Jack anytime he's not with me,
Yeah.
you know, I worry.
Like what?
I don't really stay up at night, but sometimes like if he's like at Aggie's even at night, I haven't heard from her, I can't get a hold of
Sure.
her. My mind goes to, well, maybe they drove and maybe there was a wreck and
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
maybe they can't get a hold of me. Sometimes I'll call
Yeah.
Pat, I'll call Aggie, I'll call
Nobody
their house,
answers.
and they're like
Yeah.
outside or doing something.
They're
And then
outside having fun.
Yeah,
I'm
You're
really
like,
annoyed. I
yeah.
haven't heard from her, or like maybe I won't think to text her for like 10. I'm like, oh, I don't want to text her now.
Right.
It's too late. I don't wake her up. So
yeah.
yeah, you know, you just worry about anything. There's so many things.
So many things that can happen.
They could be in a car and it's hot and they can't get the door. No, I don't worry about
I
that
think
now
about that.
he's
I
pretty
think
smart
about
now.
that. He
but-
can probably get out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think of that now. What if say Kim, you're taking her to work, you have an accident, it's hot, it's 95 degrees.
You don't wake up, but
You
she's
don't
still,
wake up,
Yeah.
she's still in the car, you know, so
There's-
I just put that thought in your head. So if
I
you
used to
haven't
worry
worried
about
about
I don't
that,
think of any of that.
if yeah, it's
That was
just.
my thing. What if I would wreck and
You don't have to,
I'm not
because you
waking.
think
He's in
about
the
it.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
hear
And
from you,
how's he gonna
everything's
get,
good.
and, yeah, and who's gonna come to
Yeah.
the
What
scene?
if I'm dead and he's stuck in the car
That's
and
right.
we're in the middle of nowhere? Where's he gonna what does he think at age 4? Where
Yeah.
would he think to go?
Yeah.
What would he even think at that point?
So here, that's another
Yeah.
thing. Another thing that the Mayhews can work.
Mostly Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be like Mowgli and be
Raised
raised
by
by the
wolves.
wolves and
Yeah.
and Bagheera.
They'll come take care of him.
Yeah, that makes so much logical sense too. One thing that Doug and I could worry about, I don't know if you worry about it, is we're getting older now, that we will be healthy long enough to enjoy a few good years. You know, because I don't want to live a long life and be unhealthy. So now it's getting to the age where
Jack.
you hear of a lot more people dying of a heart attack or stroke or having issues that way. I don't sit around and worry about it.
It's not a worry. You
It's not a
think, you
worry.
think about it.
You think about
but
it from
it's
time
not
to
a worry.
time, that, you know, it's just health, and the health of our children. You know, I wouldn't want our children to get any health issues, which we've been quite fortunate there.
Yeah.
But of course, you wouldn't want your child to be.
No.
No. Yara and Lexi to live healthy, happy lives.
Yeah.
And, yep, so. Okay, we're gonna move on. What did you want to be when you grew up?
Cartoonist there for a while. Draw
Cartoonist.
cartoons.
What else though?
What was your role?
What was
I
your
wanted
role?
to, well, when I was little, I wanted to work the register at Giant Eagle.
Yes, the Giant Eagle cashier was her dream job.
Haven't got there yet.
Haven't got there
It's
yet,
always,
but
you know, I don't know. I think because I like to be like things to be organized, I get like satisfaction out of when things are bagged properly.
oh.
And,
But
like
Everything
bringing
has
things
its own
up.
place.
I always
Things
loved
up.
playing.
But now you
food
don't even need to ring it up. You just boop.
That's fun. I love doing the shelf checkout. I like
Self,
that.
now I avoid the self checkout. Only if I have like 5 items, it's fine.
Yeah,
But normally I have a cart load.
yeah,
I
so
don't want
no.
to do the self checkout.
Oh,
Okay.
Doug, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I didn't have it, I can't remember of having any real goals as far as
No
wanting to be anything
aspirations at all?
specific.
So Doug had no goals, no ambition. There you go.
What do you want to be?
Marine,
Marine biologist.
a marine biologist. Huh.
I love the ocean things.
Me too, that was actually.
That was like a
Yeah.
good one. I would
For
do that.
good while.
Well, there's a lot of plastic in the ocean
But I
now.
went to
So.
high school.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like, oh yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Somebody dash my dreams along the way. Get a practical job.
What about David?
I wanted to be a pro football player,
Great.
Oh.
specifically a running back for the New York Giants.
Very good.
Are you still working on that?
I got to about 8th grade and figured out my skill level was subpar.
Yeah.
So I decided to do something else.
Hey, Jack.
What about you, Kim?
I actually wanted to work with like sea animals,
Well,
like
yeah, she
dolphins,
said
and work
about-
at like a zoo, like a zookeeper.
That'd be pretty cool. Do you know it's never too late? Well, I mean, go back to school for being a zookeeper.
It's a while.
We could open a zoo.
We could.
Yeah.
You could open up
customer
your
service at your zoo.
Come to our house.
Then I was gonna say, you already got dogs. so you-
Yeah, we got 2 dogs. and
Got 2
Cat,
dogs,
yeah.
cat. Just get a few more animals and Kim and Dave will have a zoo.
Yeah.
And Lindsay will, work there.
Yeah, she'll make the reservations.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
everybody
Come
to
on
come.
in.
Come on in, come pet the animals. Pet and zoo, that's what we're gonna have, pet and zoo.
Pet zoo. Pet zoo. If you could go back in time and tell a younger version of yourself one thing, what would you tell? What would you say? If you could go back in time and tell yourself something.
I had thought about this today, and it's based on our topic that I would tell myself to worry more then, so I could worry less now.
Wow.
Excellent. Worry more back at that time,
Yes.
so you could worry less now.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's excellent. Right
Yeah,
there. What about you guys? Anyone?
I'd say worry less about what people think of you.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Because back in your younger days, that's all you worry
That's all
about.
you focus on.
Yeah. Lindsay, we'll come back to you. David.
I think Kim kind of summed
Yeah.
up, that's the best answer.
Yep, that is an excellent answer, Kim.
Thanks, guys.
I would have told myself to stay in college. Stay away from the boys and stay in college. Yep. Even though if I did that though, look, you guys wouldn't be here.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
what you said.
Yeah.
You wouldn't change like anything.
It,
You can't
yeah,
really change it because then you're like,
You would change anything.
Yeah, because I don't know what I would
Oh,
tell
yeah.
myself. Because yeah, if I told myself to do something differently, I wouldn't have the life I have now.
that's true, that's true.
Like with Jack, you know, he's like,
Yeah, you would have, yeah, that's true. If I wouldn't
If I
have
would
met,
tell
if I wouldn't have been carrying on and partying,
yeah.
I wouldn't have met Big Kivens.
Wouldn't have
So if I wouldn't have
Carrying
met
on.
Big Kivens, we wouldn't have Kivens and Kimberly, Zoe and Yara, and then if I wouldn't have come back when I did because I was getting separated from
Yeah.
him, I wouldn't have met Doug. And had Lindsay and Jack, I mean Zach and Jack and everybody.
And all their names.
All their names, whatever they started calling.
So if you would have went back and changed that in the past, your future might not
Might
have been
not-
as good as what you
That's
had.
right.
Right.
So,
Yeah, one little, what is it, the butterfly
Yeah,
effect?
yeah.
So I wouldn't go back and say nothing.
There, she wouldn't go back and say nothing.
I would say nothing, but
She-
I would just
Say
go back
nothing.
and hang out with myself.
Hang out,
Yeah.
yeah.
maybe have a
Go
beer.
do something.
Yeah.
Go grab a coffee and see a movie.
There you go, just hang out together,
Have a friend.
have a friend.
We get along really well, I feel like.
You really have like a a lot of the same interests.
Yeah.
Oh, what is your greatest strength and your greatest weakness?
Wow.
That's tough. We're not in an interview.
Now there, you can say as little or as much, doesn't matter. What is that? Let's start with the strengths. What do you guys think are your greatest strength? What do you think? You know, it's hard. I bet you if I say weakness, everybody will come up with something.
I'll say my strength
Your strengths, speak up.
is the gab. I think I can talk and relate to pretty much anybody.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. Very good. Good strength to have.
Kimberly
That's
has
like my
always
weakness.
been able to talk to anyone. You've always been friendly with practically everyone. You make friends easy, so you had no
That's
problem
good. That's a
there.
good one.
Yeah, excellent one. That is a strength. Lindsay,
I would say I'm very, what is the term? Not realistic, but I feel like I don't know, how would you describe it?
Pragmatic.
What's that?
Well, you think of things. You think things through.
Yes, I'm very
Okay.
logical. I think of
Analytical.
things.
Yeah, look.
I look at things, and I don't like. I'm pretty good at not speaking before I
think about it.
I think things through, and which can also be a weakness because sometimes it's hard for me just to be spontaneous. Because I'm always looking at things from
The logic
what
glass.
could happen, what could
Yeah.
happen, what's gonna happen. But I think like at work and at home, I think that's helped me because I'm pretty well organized. I make sure things are done.
You're reliable, you're
Yeah.
dependable. She's always been that way. So that is a
Oh, I'm a penny
strength.
pincher.
She's
I
a
save
penny
money.
pincher.
That's it.
She's, we won't call it cheap, we're gonna call it frugal.
Frugal, yeah.
Frugal.
Thrifty.
Thrifty.
But that's
thrifty.
also because that goes back to I think about things.
You
Like
think
I think
about
things
it,
through. So
yeah.
I'm thinking ahead to
You're
what
thinking
might I
ahead
need this
what I might need this for 15
Yes.
years down the road. So, yeah. But those are strengths. Well, strengths can also be weakness, but yeah. Brady, what would you think your greatest strength is?
Public speaking. I'd say caring, but that can be a weakness too.
Yeah.
Because you can care about the right things, and then you can care too much about things that don't really matter. And I do both. So.
Okay. Okay. Very good. David?
Having an open mind, just accepting people for who they are, making people feel comfortable even if they're out of the ordinary.
Very good.
Very good.
That's an
Yes,
excellent
yeah,
quality.
it's not always easy either.
No, And to be open like that and accept people right where they are, who they are, that's what, if everybody did that, wouldn't the world be like a wonderful
Great.
place
Yeah.
to live?
Yes.
Very good, very good.
Yours?
The strength,
Mm-hmm.
I've always been the type of person who pretty much knows what I want.
Oh.
You know. It doesn't. Well, I don't know. It's hard.
It's hard
It's
to-
hard to look at a strength and say that. I've always been stubborn. That would be a weakness, but sometimes that can be a strength.
Just stand your ground.
I stand my ground.
Strong-willed, you're
Yeah.
determined.
Determined, strong-willed. I won't let anybody tell me how to live my life.
Boom.
My poor parents. I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad, but I don't. I don't. I'm who I am.
Yep.
So, and I think you kids are the same way. I don't think you'd let anyone push you around and tell you how to live your
No.
life. I don't think you're ever going to be anyone that's going to be a wallflower, but kind of cower under somebody
I don't
else.
think none of us have ever been like that.
No. Strong
That's good.
women.
Yep.
Yes.
Strong. willed.
Strong women. What about you, Doug?
I think probably I just stay pretty even keeled. I don't get too overly worked up about things. I can kind
You can fix
of
anything.
rationalize things.
Well, he can't
What?
fix
He
anything.
can fix
That's
anything.
That's the main one.
You are
You
a
can do anything.
Doug is a carpenter. He can pretty much fix and do anything.
He's a carpenter, an electrician.
Yes.
Yes, you can do.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all
master
trades.
of none.
I'd say master of all trades.
Yeah, yeah.
In our eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, he can do a lot, so. And in today's world, not many people can do that anymore. Used to be once upon a time, people went into those type of trades.
Yeah.
Now people are getting,
What's the
not to say educated, but they're going different ways. They don't want to do the manual
The,
labor
the
stuff.
manual work isn't so popular.
Do you want the rest of your bottle? Do you want the rest of your bottle?
Where is it? Oh, there.
Very good, very good. Oh, this is a good one. What activities make you lose track of time? So those would be activities that you just love that make you lose track of time. You can be doing, and 1 minute you're doing it, and then the next minute it's like 2 hours later.
Jigsaw puzzles.
Jigsaw puzzles. I can't stand jigsaw puzzles because
Really?
you have to focus on it. I can't, like especially, I just can't do little things like that.
Oh.
You know, like your dad likes to do like wallpaper, anything that is
To do
just
wallpaper?
like
I'd rather
focus.
do that than paint.
Yeah, yeah, so
Oh.
I can't do that type of tedious. I can't do tedious. The jigsaw puzzles you always have like that.
I love jigsaw puzzles.
Look at her, she's rubbing herself up there. Go ahead, honey, it's okay. Rub yourself in Brady's arm, it's all right.
She wants Brady. I think she wants Brady.
We'll see.
Aww. Yeah, she is.
Top time.
She's like,
Oh,
No, you can't pass her down.
she wants
Keep passing
mama. She wants mama. She might be, she may be
Yeah.
getting sleepy.
No, she's
No.
got a good nap.
Okay, she's good.
Continue.
Okay,
What do you like to do that takes a lot of time? That you
That
pass
you
a lot
lose
of time?
track.
Oh, anything outdoors, like yard work, landscaping, that kind of stuff, because I don't get to do it very often, so when I do it, I have no clue what time it is.
very good. Kimberly.
I haven't done any lately, but I would say when I would do like my artwork stuff.
Kimberly is a gifted artist. So you were selling stuff before you had Yara, got pregnant, because a lot of that stuff you couldn't do while you were pregnant.
No, I couldn't work with a lot of the materials. Yeah,
So
mommy had to stop.
mommy had to stop. Oh well,
That's okay.
that's okay. You can pick it up later. Pick it up again. David?
I would say just listening to music,
Very good.
learning different stuff about the artists and where they're from and all that good stuff. So.
You like to find like new music, like new stuff you haven't heard before.
Good music, yeah, because there is a lot of good music, contrary to popular belief and what you hear on the radio.
It's not
You
all
ju-
the new
You
music.
just have to go
Not all the
find
good
it.
music.
Okay, all right. Very
Netflix. Watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watching TV.
Yeah.
Watching TV, yeah, yeah, that's
I
true.
enjoy watching a good show.
Yeah,
Take several hours.
or
Whole series.
10 or 12, like a
Yeah.
whole season. Yeah. Like you, what was it, Lost? When
Lost,
was
Desperate
on?
Housewives.
Yeah.
Like, I would get into like a whole series.
We would get the whole season, and then, like, I can remember Kivens would come here and watch, like,
Battlestar.
or even the series, was it 20,
I hear. I heard.
24.
24, and he'd do it, he farted. I heard a little stinker back
I'm a
then.
stinker from a stinker.
Stinker from a stinker. Pretty much me would be, I like to
Hey, be careful.
exercise. That's a stress reliever for me. So, but as far as, I like to do stuff on the computer, make videos, like I'll mess around with this talk time episode. I can get into that, and before I know it, 2 hours have gone by.
I like when you used to make us those photo discs.
Yeah, and put music to it.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder for
My
Kim's.
favorite.
Yeah. Yep, used to do that. That's fun for me. Okay, we're gonna soon wrap this up here. This is good. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? How old do you feel? That would be what it is.
How would you feel?
Yeah, because if you didn't know how old you were, if there was just no concept of that, how old do you think you would actually feel or be?
I feel like I'm pretty much right where I should be. Like,
Yeah, you feel like you're in your 30s.
I feel like I'm in my 30s,
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't really go out and do that sort of stuff anymore like I used to.
Yeah.
But still like to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
But I have a kid.
Did you have a kid? That kind of limits,
Yeah.
you know, certain things that were fun
Changes life
before
Right, yeah.
are
So
now no longer.
I think about things more,
Yeah,
how it would affect.
more mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Just like we were talking to those, the couple of Brands, once he became a father, instead of going to the bar after work, he drove the other way and went home.
Mhm.
Because he knew now he couldn't do those same type of behaviors once he became a dad. So there's certain things you do change.
It's like now when I like think about I'm gonna go shopping, but it's like now I'm gonna go shopping for like baby clothes and
Yeah,
I have extra money. What am I gonna spend it on? Oh, might as well order diapers on Amazon.
that's right. What you will buy and purchase changes because it's no longer just a you.
Yeah.
Everything's not about me anymore, it's about the child.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel like I'm 16 sometimes.
Lindsay, do you
Yeah.
want to just mention to Jack
I
and
can
turn
do
that down?
I do.
Lindsay does, she thinks she's 16, she would be 16. You enjoy hanging around. You and Lexi could be best
I
friends.
know. I
You
find
could.
myself, and like certain things, I still like to buy. Like, I have posters on my wall in my room,
Yeah.
like of things that I like, and
Yeah,
you know, I get excited over this like things that are like nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like things I used to really like, I still like. If I
Like
find
the your
something-
Sailor Moon stuff.
Yeah, like that stuff, or you know, I just
so she could be
I
a
enjoy things
16.
that younger kids would enjoy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, like, now
That's
what's it gonna be like
You
when
can
I'm like
still enjoy that
10 years
stuff.
from now?
Fine, that's fine.
But then in other ways, I'm definitely not 16. I have a child.
Yes, and
Not at all, you know.
yeah,
But
you don't behave like a 16-year-old.
no.
No.
Not most of the time.
So I guess
Not
I would
most
say
races
that.
of this.
I'm trying to think what if somebody who met me and didn't know my age, what age they would think. I have no idea. I would think they would think that I'm pretty mature.
Do you know, that's one thing, it is hard to tell how old some people are,
Yeah.
just by looking at them.
Because you look young. Like you
Yeah.
look like early
You could be
20s.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had people told me they're like, oh, you're 28. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, what's
Yeah.
the problem?
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Okay.
Brady, did you say how old you would feel?
Physically the same age I am, it's maybe a little bit younger.
41.
41. Stop it,
Like-
it's 45.
Like mentally,
Sweet.
mentally sometimes it's like a teenager.
Really?
Yeah, when you're geeking out and stuff like that.
I've never
Doing
seen
dorky
you
stuff. And then sometimes mentally older.
Yeah.
Just depends what it is. So I'd say the same, you know, but rounded off 33.
Very good.
That's what
Brady
we are.
feels like he's 33 and that's how old he is, so.
Right.
Doug, do you feel, how about you? How old would you think you were if you didn't know how old you were?
Probably in my 60s.
60s.
Yeah.
Your body's wearing out.
Well, I think gray hair and all that.
Oh.
Your body's wearing out.
How old I feel. Thank you.
Thank you, wife.
Yeah.
I meant from working. From doing all the physical labor, your body, you're getting more like aches and pains. Yeah. So, but no, I wouldn't think. Oh, you know, I don't know. See, I don't look at you and see a 60-something-year-old man because I know how old you are and I've lived with
70.
you. Yeah, he's 70.
Well, you should like take a picture of each of us, put it on Facebook, and say, how old do you think this person is?
That's true.
Just like an Easter egg contest or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Sleep.
yeah,
Awake or asleep.
yeah. I were asleep. This
You
is
look pretty
Lindsay.
relaxed.
I know, I look so ugly when I sleep. I fall asleep every morning.
Okay, we're gonna do one last question. What is the number one thing you want to accomplish before you die?
Tough one.
What's that?
That's a tough one.
Okay, let's think about it. Number one thing you want to accomplish before you die.
I think I want like Yara and Lexi, like before I die, like I always think about like throwing one of those shows like where they interview and you know how some of the kids have like a rough life and stuff. Like I want them to be able to say like I had a great childhood.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I want to
That's true.
accomplish that.
Yes.
I just want to like I can look back and think that I don't want to have any regrets. You know, I don't want to look back and have something major that I wish I could have changed. I
Yeah,
want to be like feel peace about my life.
yes. That's the opposite of worry right there.
Yeah, I want to not be
Peace.
worried. I
Yeah.
just want to sit back and feel just good.
Good, yeah. What about you, Brady?
I'd say just know that that's some sort of positive impact,
Yeah.
more so than negative,
Very good.
whatever.
David? Doug, will you tell him to turn that down just
He must have turned it
It
back up.
is.
It's good music.
It is good music. We could start
You
dancing.
dance?
Probably some on the same lines as you, Kim. Just I want Lexi and Yara to have everything that I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know.
That's
You want
I think
to
as parents, we want to see our kids accomplish things and
Yeah.
be successful and get through life and get to adulthood. And now when grandkids come along,
Yep.
you know, you want to see your grandkids grow up and so forth. Kind of like Brady's answer too is
Be a
that
positive.
you've made a positive impact.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
you maybe made a difference in somebody's life.
I often think like, what would people say if I would die?
yeah,
What would they remember?
yeah.
Like, would they remember me as someone that was good and you know,
Yeah.
someone? I don't know why I think about that.
That's that overthinking.
I do. I
Yeah,
overthink it. I'm
thinking.
thinking, oh man, like at work, I feel like I have to be overly. I'm always worried.
I don't know what
I always wonder what people think of me. Like, I feel like I portray myself in a certain way, but maybe they don't think that way. You know, I wonder what they.
Wonder what they think.
You know, not that there again, you shouldn't worry.
You
about
shouldn't
that.
worry about that. I mean, you
That's
can
one of my weaknesses.
Yeah.
I think about that stuff and let it
let you
let it
dwell
control
upon it. Yeah,
how I
that turns
act.
into worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Well, remember, David, the one time you told me that if you died at your funeral, you wanted people to say that Dave, he was a good dresser and he was a funny guy.
He was a good dresser. He was a funny guy.
I may have been drinking when I
Right,
told you
yeah, I was
that.
gonna say, you know what?
Good
But-
dresser and a funny guy.
We're not gonna go over this, but there was 20, the top worries, and number 18 out of 20 was if my dress sense is good. And I was thinking to myself, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently so, apparently so.
I was a good dresser.
What was the
For
first
special
worry?
occasions at least.
Let's
You
see.
dressed nice, you kept yourself.
Getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting old.
Yeah.
You know what, that would have to be a certain age because kids don't worry about getting old. You don't really think about it till you're, I don't even know if I thought about that even at your age. Getting old.
Probably in your 40s, you
It's
start
when you
thinking about
start
it.
to
38, I'm
notice,
thinking about
you're
it
starting to notice you're getting
a lot.
past that, yeah.
But I think I start to notice, like, start to think about, like, age and mortality. Like, now I've had a child, so now, like, that's your grandchild, but your grandmother's alive, but her mother's not alive.
Yeah.
You start to think
Yeah.
about, like, the generations.
Generations,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I was so young when I was only 20 when we had Lexi, so a lot of things that I didn't worry about then, I worry about now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because you start to grow up and you realize what can happen, what things there are to worry about. And for the longest time, I just wanted to live long enough that all my kids got through college and would be self-sufficient.
Yes, that's what I.
So as long as I made it that I didn't orphan you while you were little and still needed your mother.
yeah,
Not that you don't need me now, but you don't need me
in the same
in the
sense.
same sense.
I worry
It's a
about that.
totally different
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
I do worry about that.
What?
That I'm gonna die before he.
Yes,
Gets
yes.
out.
Because then he would truly be an orphan.
He would, yeah, he would be
Yeah.
an orphan.
So that's
His daddy's
that
not
makes me-
here. And that's it. And now that you kids are all to the age where you're self-sufficient and I have grandchildren, now I'd like to live long enough to see the grandchildren grow up
Yeah.
and get married and do all that. So we'll see if that happens. Oops, sorry, she's biting her mama's face. She biting your face? Okay. I'm gonna have you guys share this. Each of you, we're gonna talk about the worry tree. You can put that on your fridge. Doug, we're gonna share one too.
Notice the worry. Ask what I am worrying about. Ask.
And I'm gonna read this story, The Worry Tree. So Doug, no.
Why?
Okay.
Doesn't make that much noise anymore.
Anymore.
Shut it, if it does, I'll shut it off.
I can't even talk over it normally from in the kitchen. Well, wait, well see, did you clean it out?
Yeah.
Because it must be the hard water that makes it. Okay, I'm gonna wait and
We're
see.
wasting time.
Yeah, we are wasting time. Okay.
You're
The
welcome.
Worry Tree. The carpenter I hired to help me restore an old farmhouse had just finished a rough first day on the job. A flat tire made him lose an hour of work, his electric saw quit, and now his ancient pickup truck refused to start. While I drove him home, he sat in stony silence. On arriving, he invited me in to meet his family. Excuse me. As we walked toward the front door, he paused briefly at a small tree. Touching the tips of the tree branches with both hands, when opening the door, he underwent an amazing transformation. His tanned face wreathed in smiles, and he hugged his two small children and gave his wife a kiss. Afterwards, he walked me to the car. We passed the tree, and my curiosity got the better of me. I asked him about what I had seen him do earlier. "Oh, that's my trouble tree," he replied. "I know that I can't help having troubles on the job, but one thing for sure, troubles don't belong in the house with my wife and the children. So I just hang them on the tree every night when I come home. Then I pick them up again in the morning. Funny thing is," he smiled, "when I come out in the morning to pick them up, there ain't nearly as many as I remember hanging up the night before." So here's your little worry tree. You can put it on your fridge. It can be just a symbol. And just look at your worry tree when you come home. Ask yourself, what am I worrying about? Can I do something about it? And if you can't, let the worry go. Change the focus of your attention. Change what you are focused on when you come home. If there is absolutely nothing you can change about that situation, let it go. Now, if you ask that same question, what am I worrying about? Can I do something about it? And the answer is yes. Then figure out the action plan. What, when, how. And then you go ahead. What are you guys laughing about? So put an action plan. If it's actually a legitimate worry and there's something you can do to take care of this worry, do it. If you can't, let it go. Because some things in life you can't fix. So let me see what else I had, and I think we're almost done. Oh, Doug, do you have the bucket? We're gonna write. This is how we're gonna.
I didn't
close
get
the
the
show.
bucket.
We have the bucket.
You got a bucket, Doug.
What about that bowl over there?
No, it's gotta be something that we can. We're each gonna write down on the back of your paper. Write down a couple of the things that worry you the most. Nobody else is gonna look at it. We're gonna fold it up. We're gonna burn it up.
We're gonna burn it.
We're gonna burn that baby up.
Stuff I wrote on this.
It's alright.
Well, you can say, well, we can do just a piece of paper if you want me to get a different piece of paper.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
And then I was gonna have Brady say a few little things, and then we're gonna close with a word of prayer. But maybe while Doug's getting the bucket, Brady, I was gonna have you just say a little bit about worry, and you had.
Okay. Well, there's so many scriptures in the Bible that teach us not to worry, not to be anxious. But the one that I often think of the most is found in Luke. And it says, "Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn. Yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable you are than the birds. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life?" Uh-oh. Skipping. "Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the wild flowers grow. They do not labor or spin, yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today, and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more will he clothe you, you of little faith? And do not set your heart on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it. For the pagan world runs after all such things, and your Father knows that you need them. But seek his kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well. Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the poor. Provide purses for yourselves that will not wear out, a treasure in heaven that will never fail, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And Jesus is speaking to the disciples, and he's basically teaching them that they're worrying about the things of this world. They're not focused on God and the things that really matter. And I think we do worry about what we're going to wear.
Sure.
We worry about the things we can buy and have. You know, we worry about what we're going to eat. We worry about how we look, what people think about us. Really, all that matters is that God loves us and he teaches us to love. And what we're supposed to be worried about is how well we're doing that.
Yeah.
You know, everything kind of falls into place if we love more, if we worry less, if we are confident that God is with us, and, you know, our lives go better. But it's when we get anxious and so worried, that can be so destructive. And I think, you know, like with the tree, there's some things that you cannot worry about because those bring you down and you can't do it. So there you go. You know? And if we let go of those little things, we can focus on the bigger challenges and maybe get through those. And if we're just focused on the fact that God is always there no matter what happens, we're going to be fine. Our lives are better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and there's so many more scriptures and Psalms and Proverbs. You know, if we truly have faith, there's no reason to be worried.
Yep.
So,
Very good, thank you.
Yep.
And we're going to put our worries into a bucket or whatever Doug brings from wherever Doug went. He might have went to the next
He went
state
back to the
over.
office.
Yeah, he went back to the office. He's not even coming back. He just left us here. Thank you, Brady, for that. That's true, and that when we worry like that, I think that's what we think that the kingdom of heaven is always a future place, but we can have that kingdom of heaven here. We can see heaven right now when we stop worrying, when we focus on Him, when we focus on loving others. We're actually moving over into that kingdom of heaven, which is that peace and joy and all those antonyms
Good fun day on the bus.
of glory. That's, and then let's just use an ashtray and a Christmas.
I worried about this all day.
we're not worried about
I
the
told
bucket.
Doug earlier today when you get a bucket, you said you had some with sand in.
They're
Why
plastic.
Can we just put it in the fire pit?
We can do it in the fire pit like you wanted to do it right here in front of
Mom
us.
wants
Yeah, we were gonna do it in front of, we can just
You
burn
want to
it
start
on
a
the
fire
ashtray.
in here?
We just do it in the ashtray, you just burn it up. We're talking a little, just rip off a
Oh,
little.
why is it on the whole
I
back?
thought you meant the whole back of the paper.
Well, yeah,
I
you
thought that
could.
too.
Yeah, I did, I think I said it like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did. Well, we
so
can, you wanna take it out to the fire pit, and I'll just take the camera along, and they can burn it, they can see us throwing our pebbles in the fire
If
pit.
you want to take the camera out, people just know we burnt the papers.
Yeah, I don't think you should start a fire inside.
Well,
the smoke detector's
What are you
here.
worried about?
You can just show them burning later. These
yes.
To a scene of a bonfire.
Let's just, that's what I'll do. Okay, everybody, write your things down and just show the camera your balled up piece of paper.
Okay.
And what are we writing down? One of our main words.
Yeah, your words, your main
Goodbye,
words.
worries.
And then we're gonna we're gonna throw it into the fire pit out there. Okay.
Oh.
Ow!
Brady and Lindsay have already raced out to the fire pit.
Ball it up.
Yep, just ball it up.
Ball it up. Ball it up.
And then, yeah, they got their ball. And then a little bit later, I'll show you the big old
Sorry,
fire. I'll just
Yeah,
cut it, just put it into
that's
the.
safer.
That is safer. See, Kim had a worry. She didn't feel that I should,
Start a fire on your kitchen table.
yes,
You would have advised me against that.
that's true, I would have.
There you go.
I'm following behind you guys.
Here you go.
Okay, let's go stick it out in the fire.
It's my sunglasses.
Is that outfit for me? Is that for your?
Yeah, that's for that's from Grandma.
Oh, that's a cute one.
You've
Right
lost
there.
it 3 times today.
Okay, here we go. This is safer.
Yeah.
All right, Lindsay, she violently threw hers in there. I look at mine. Mine must be a little bit less worry. Mine's the smallest.
Yours isn't even in the fire.
It's right
Mom
there.
isn't ready to give them up.
I'm ready to hang on to them a little bit longer. Okay, that's our worries. We're throwing them into the fire pit. Bye, worries. We're
So long, worries.
so long. They're gone.
Later, Tater.
Later, Tater. There he goes.
Jack, what do you worry about?
Yeah, Jack, what do you worry about?
You have any worries?
No.
No.
He's good.
That's good.
Yep.
Oh, none? Probably fine.
And it's windy, so it's not even safe for an outdoor fire.
It's nowhere safe
It's
for a
just
fire.
No.
That's the real lesson.
That's true. The real lesson is nowhere is safe for a fire.
Right.
Okie dokie.
Should probably watch that though, huh, Dad? What do you think?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. Here's everybody at the fire
You sure?
on this beautiful evening. There they are, throwing away their worries.
Now you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Don't have to worry. Whatever you put
gone.
on your paper, it's gone. Don't let it come back. And take your little worry.
It might come back Monday.
It might come back Monday, but not today.
Write it down and light another piece of paper.
I'll be over again tomorrow.
We'll
Use
see
your fire
Kim.
pit.
We'll see Kim, but there'll be like 200 white little papers
every day
in
I'll
there,
come.
every day.
Yeah, with a big bag for it.
Big bag, emptying the big garbage bag of problems.
Yeah, that definitely would have set off the smoke detector.
That would have. Boy, that stinks, doesn't
Yeah, it's
it?
paper, Mom.
I know, but my goodness.
Chemicals.
I used to think she was smart.
I thought that was your idea. Inside.
No, thanks.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
That's the end of talk time.
That's the end of talk time. How about if we say a quick prayer? Doug, Brady, whoever.
Boy, go ahead.
Migrations.
Thank you, Lord, for this time. We thank you for the beauty of this day, and just help us, no matter what we're going through in life, to not be fearful, to let go of our worries, and just love you more fully. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Hey, thank you, kids.
Yeah.